So it's not lore, and that's okay. I wasn't expecting it. Was I was definitely thinking it wouldn't be because there was so little like hype behind the marketing of this music video. It just like came out of nowhere. It spawned out of nowhere. And so I was like, okay, if it was lore related, like they would definitely be teasing and hyping this up like quite a bit. Um, but yeah, as much as I would have loved for it to be lore, and again, like I haven't watched it yet. For the people that are maybe just now joining in, as much as I would have loved for it to be lore, the visual that I have in my head when it comes to like Clancy and the Torchbearer, and the Torchbearer ultimately like helping Clancy defeat the bishops and finding Clancy at the end of the day, maybe the next iteration of Clancy, that is probably like so much stronger of a visual than they could have ever like captured uh, in a music video form. And if they did try to do it in a music video form, it would contradict, like it wouldn't be exactly how I imagined it, if that makes sense. So I'm kind of glad that they went this route in a weird way. Um, I think I'm gonna go ahead and start this. Reminds me of the old lyric from Blur, or one lyric of Blur Faces. Crazy weird. I love it. Video was low key sad. Guys, I'm expecting a sad music video. Like if Drag Path the song is anything to go off of, the music video should be like pretty jerky. um but yeah, let's see if there's any like uh like what am I just saying, ads. There's no ads. We're good to go. I'm gonna full screen this. um Drag Path by 21 Pilots, the music video. It is shorter. It's a good chunk shorter, at least like 40 seconds. So I'm wondering what chunk they trimmed, but I'm just praying that they like keep the entire uh like final build up chorus intact. Like they can't do a chlorine where they chopped off like the last third of the song. Like they need to keep that intact. So, without further ado, also, I have to play the YouTube game. I will be pausing it every so often to make sure that the bishops, and specifically Nico, doesn't yoink my stream like he did with the City Walls music video reaction. Can't have that happening. So, we're going to pause it every so often. Hopefully, you all have seen it by now, so you're not like watching it for the first time. But if you are watching it for the first time, just keep in mind I am trying to make sure I don't get stream sniped by Nico himself and the Dima council. What's up, Dima? Speaking of Dima, welcome in the chat. Yeah, I'm excited. Here we go. We're just gonna play it, and then we can break it down. We can talk about it, hang out for a little bit longer, soak up the good vibes of a new 21 Pilots music video. Once again, this is Drag Path. Let me know how this sounds. I'm gonna play the first couple songs, or first couple seconds. Can you guys hear that at all? I think it's soft. Interesting. 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 You can hear that? A little quiet, but fine. I'll turn it up. Okay, so they're using the city wall, or the contract, the end of the contract thing. Music video. Okay, sick. Louder? I'm hearing louder. Okay, we're going to go a little bit louder. I just don't want to like blow your eardrums. Drag Path music video by Tobias Bosen. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. In the style of like robot voices. Pretty sick. All right. Yo. We're missing a big chunk of this song. Whoa, this is a very different version. Oh. Okay. Sick. Sorry, have to pause because I don't want to get stream sniped. Sorry, y'all. This is definitely going to be a shorter version of this song, which I'm wondering I thought that the beginning part would be axed a little bit more, but knowing that there's still, I mean, there's like 3 minutes roughly left of the song left or of this music video, I'm thinking they might have chopped like the end of the song, which is interesting because that's the part of the song that's like blowing up on TikTok and social media. I could be wrong on that. Let's keep playing. I don't know.
Cause proof is
I'm gonna be really
in
sad,
the
y'all.
adversary.
I'm gonna be really sad.
You found me a drag path.
Okay, it is very different.
In the surface as evidence, I left there on purpose, a sad sap laying on the surface.
I need to make a top escape room. That'd be so sick. Okay, wow, they're cutting out basically like all the breathing room from this song, like all the nuanced parts where it like cuts back. So there's a wolf on the hunt. Okay, yeah, so they are like significantly condensing the choruses and the verses to get to that final chorus. This is, I mean, okay, I will say this is beautiful. Like this art style, again, giving like, I mean, I'm not super steeped into the world of stop motion and like stop motion cinema, but Wallace and Gromit, big fan of Wallace and Gromit, the original 3 movies. It's kind of giving that a little bit. It's not claymation like Wallace and Gromit is, but I mean, like this is gorgeous. Like I want to see if they made like a BTS version or a BTS of like the making of this. I'd be really fascinated in that. So let's get back to it. Also, just a reminder, this is my favorite song off of Breach. Like with time, it literally is my favorite song off of this project. I include it in Breach, but yeah, I'm just hoping that this alternate mix it still retains like what makes this song great. But it does seem like a radio edit, right? Like it's a radio edit of Drag Path for it to go on. Oh, I wonder if like the cover of Drag Path on stream is gonna be of these rabbit dudes. Like, bro, if this wolf like gets one of these rabbits and drags him off. Okay, sorry guys, I have to pause. I'm getting a little angsty. Like that red flag in my brain is starting to rise. Like you gotta pause it so you don't get stream sniped. I have to pause for a sec. Let me look over comments. Death inspires me like a dog inspires a rabbit. Dang, didn't even think of that. That's going way over my head, but thank you for pointing that out. Lots of symbolism there. Don't even know why I didn't think of that. Like this is a big time heavy dirty soul type of thing. Tolkien reference. Yeah, this is like very Tolkien-esque, right? Like this is kind of like the rabbits hanging out in the Shire. The cover is the same thing. Okay, so it is the same. Okay. Wolf is a bishop. Oh gosh, people are saying like my heart. Also, we got 400 people. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. Okay. Let's see if there's a demise of this wolf, or of one of the rabbits. Yep. First the were-rabbit. Oh my gosh. The wine spill, like it was blood. Holy cow. So like all of them got missing. That's actually brutal. Actually brutal. Interesting. I don't know what that was about. Okay, therapy counseling, therapy for what? Might turn this down just a little bit to help with YouTube streaming. There's a clock. I wonder, are these like things significant within the lore, like references? I mean, like time is always like a factor regarding 21 Pilots. Whoa. Sick. Yeah, sick. Sick. So sick. Okay. Okay. Whoa, what? What? Whoa. Okay, okay. Okay. That was kind of sick. Okay, I will say, like, the hand coming out of the moon was basically like such a God reference, right? Like, this is God reaching down into creation to save the rabbit, or in this case, like, it could be a stand-in for Tyler, it could be a stand-in for Clancy, it could be a stand-in for like any of us, who is seeking salvation or seeking refuge, and that imagery was actually so sick. um but then pulling the rabbit out of the hat at the very end is like so weirdly bizarre, because it's like, okay, so if this is God, let's just think about this. If this is God, and this is like God putting Tyler on display, almost like using him and his testimony to like reach other people, would this be like the click, like recognizing that, or like applauding? So maybe that's a little bit of a stretch. Maybe I'm reaching there, but the imagery here is just so undeniably cool. Like, this frame is so undeniably cool, where like it justifies the entire music video. Like, this is freaking rad. Let me look at the chat. What's going on? Can we address the City Walls intro? That's what I'm saying. Um, it was kind of like the Breach City Walls uh contract transition. So if that's the case, then that almost makes me think that like this is an alternate version of the events of City Walls, like, or like what happens after City Walls, but like all in metaphor and like analogies, if that makes sense. Like, ultimately at the end of the day, God rescues Clancy, or Torchbearer rescues Clancy, and they are somehow like victorious for the fellow bishops, putting Clancy as a symbol of hope on display for the other banditos. Like, is that too much of a reach? Am I high on something? God saves Tyler and put him on a stage. Yeah, so that's 100%. Okay, that's it then. That's it. We solved it, guys. We solved it. God saves Tyler from his anxiety, from his depression, from his inner demons, from the dog that inspires him, um, and puts him on display for others to see, like, hey, it's possible to get through to the morning. That's sick. That's sick. Okay, so it is kind of lore. It is kind of lore. It's just like metaphorical and like analogies, but it does wrap into the symbolism of like the meta of 21 Pilots, if that makes sense. Like, the meta, as in, maybe meta is not the right word, but like all of their music is like pointing a finger to God and pointing a finger at like, this is what our music is about, and this is what saved us. And I think this music video does it perfectly. Sick. Drag Path music video equals hometown visuals, blurry face tour. Behind the musician is a tower. What? Oh, like this? Could be. Or it could just be a gap in the wall between the curtains. This video isn't unique for this song, by the way. It was released 14 years ago and called Out of a Forest. So oh, interesting. Interesting. So wait, this music video, like, hold on. I have to verify that. Out of the Forest? That would be... What? Huh? How? What's up? Mrs. Potential enters the chat with Kitty Potential.
How is it? I've heard you
This music video is weird. But basically, like, they took a stop to sum it up. They took a stop motion video from 14 years ago and they recut it to match Drag Path. So they basically did their own, like, fan edit to this music video and then put it to Drag Path and then made it all, like, referencing like the lore, basically.
Have you finished it?
Yeah, I've watched it. So basically, there are these rabbits. Do you want to pull up a chair? Sure. Okay. Chat, we're going to explain this music video as I understand it to my wife, Mrs. Potential, and hopefully she can fact check and see if, like, we're delusional or not, because this is going to be huge. And baby potential. Okay, so you guys down for that, chat?
They're like, no.
Do we think Tyler knew about the lore that long? No, I don't think Tyler knew about the lore 14 years ago. So many possible references. Yeah, there's so many references. Congrats on the child. Thank you so much. We're due in June 4th. So it's crazy. Okay, so chat, here we go. And I'll reference you guys too if I'm off on something as we all, like, process this thing together. So there's a rabbit. Or no. So there's a magician at the beginning. He walks in and he basically, we hear that. What's that from? The City Walls intro? Yeah, cool.
Like, I know where it's from. I don't know what it's called.
Music video by Tobias, Drag Path, and we also have the jumpsuit medallion. What?
You gotta pause.
What?
Is it the same version?
No, it's cut up quite a bit.
Is it better? Or
no, the original Drag Path is better.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You'll hear it too. Okay. So, just dead silence. Then finally the song starts right around here.
Okay.
And then there's, like, a time lapse. Then we see this wolf who's on the prowl hunting. It's nighttime, by the way. It's nighttime. Very important because fear and anxiety strike at night, per Tyler in Vessel. Then there's, like, this collection of rabbits.
What the heck?
It is very odd. In principle, it's very odd.
This is not what I thought. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be lore. Both of our cats are in here now. It is lore, but it's not the way we were thinking. Okay. So, hey, cats are scratching up the furniture. Okay, so then they throw in, like, a party. And this is also from 14 years ago. Did I mention that?
Yeah.
Okay. You can't take it seriously. They must have like paid to license this short film. So then they're doing this, and then they're like, I missed that. I guess they're like showing pictures of like
When
him
he's a
growing up, and like this is his family. I don't know why are they all like men. I don't know, where are the girl rabbits? I don't know. But then there's like a wolf hunting, and then the wolf. Do you remember Heavy Dirty Soul? Death inspires me like a dog inspires
I have no idea.
a rabbit.
Oh.
Death inspires me like a dog inspires a rabbit. And the dog inspires a rabbit because it's chasing it, basically, right? So basically, as they're partying it up, this dog comes in. This wolf comes in and utterly massacres the rabbits.
Oh, he kills all of them?
Almost all of them.
Oh no.
Okay. So this could be like symbolic of what? Tyler's friends dying? Or I don't know. But it's
And the baby rabbit. Oh,
well,
no.
Tyler's the baby rabbit. This is some real like
Oh my gosh, he's just watching his family get eaten.
this is some real like Donnie Darko stuff. So death inspires me like a dog inspires a rabbit.
Low-key, the song sounds the same. The song sounds
Well, now it's the same, but the whole first half is like chopped up.
You're gonna get banned.
No, I muted it on the desktop.
Okay. Well.
Wait, this is the cool part.
Oh, okay.
So it's like God, right?
Uh-huh.
God is reaching down into creation
Uh-huh.
to grab and save Tyler from death. I mean, next semester comes to mind where he was thinking about taking his own life. And he pulls him out of a hat.
Now he's just a part of a magic trick.
No, but look, he's on a stage. So if God pulled Tyler out of a hat to demonstrate and show like, hey, I saved Tyler, and now Tyler's on his stage and basically is sharing his story and testimony through music cryptically for the clique, the applauding people, that is why God saved Tyler's life. Chat, how'd I do? Top hat. It's a top hat. Did I explain that well enough? Did I miss any details on this music video?
There's nothing you could really miss.
I'm looking at the chat now. They're saying pretty well. Top hat. The video is from the animation workshop. Check out the description. Give credit to the actual creators. I did say that earlier. Pretty good. The Craving single version had rabbits in the shotgun shell. Yeah, that's true. Tyler just likes rabbits though, because of Donnie Darko. I need to rewatch that movie. Jake Gyllenhaal. Robot voices font. I mentioned that at the beginning. Yeah, robot voices. Right here. Yep. I like that they brought back the jumpsuit medallion for this from the trench era, my favorite era. Let's see. Pretty good. No. Okay, since hold on. Since he has fame, he uses that experience to inspire others, but of course, it feels like being put on the spotlight, and it's uncomfortable because it's like an out-of-body experience. Yeah, 100%. I guess that could be the religious interpretation of it. Yes. I mean, like Tyler is Christian, Tyler and Josh, and I feel like his story is deeply intertwined with, and his songwriting is deeply intertwined with like his experience with God. And so I feel like that's huge. but the bunny is so visually similar to Tyler. It's actually amazing how alike they look. The video isn't even made by them. Yeah. But I kind of really love it. Yeah, I actually really also love it. You Found Me was so important to the song and the lore. Why they have to cut it. I know. I am sad about that. I'm sad that they cut it down so much, but I understand like why they did that. To make it special. Again, as someone that bought the digital remains pack, there was so much value. Was it $10? Like there was so much value in that $10 outside of even just the song Drag Path. There was what's it called? All the images that were unused. And I felt like that justified the $10 by itself. So I would not have been upset if they just like released the original version of streaming. But I understand like their justification behind that. So yeah. My daughter mentioned there are lore pictures in frames dotted around the video. Interesting.
Damage control? What damage control?
Huh? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, so from his older stuff, I read it that Tyler wanted to die to prove to himself that God exists. I think this is in the same vein. Yeah, I agree with you. Now the Night Has Fallen. Josh Dunn, Drummer of the Year. 100%. I mean, he won Drummer of the Year, which I think you're referencing to. But yeah, super sick. Al was creepy. Music is his purpose and mission. It woke some of importance. Yeah, I mean, music is definitely like where him and Josh find their purpose, and they love creating, and they said that like they will likely never stop doing the music thing because they love it. So they did post the edited down version on Spotify, which I'm not surprised by, but like, bro, the original is so good. The original is so good. I'll have to listen to it to double check and see like what really is missing and like really soak it in and play it back to back. But on Spotify, I actually do have Drag Path, the original, on Spotify, so I'm not like too bummed about it. Like you can upload a file to Spotify to put in your playlists. So I just made like a 21 Pilots Breach like playlist. And just put Drag Path after Intentions by uploading it to Spotify. And that's what I'll probably keep listening to. What were your thoughts, everybody? I didn't even ask you guys. Like, how are we liking the new version? The radio edit, basically. I'm sure this will be like a radio single now. How are we feeling about the music video itself? What do y'all think? I want to hear your thoughts. This is my time to see y'all's chats. Nova Bishop reference. Scissors in trees. Yeah, what about the grandfather clock? So again, we have to remember that this is a music video, or the visuals were created 14 years ago, so they're kind of like retrofitting it into. You heading out? Mm-hmm. Say bye. They're retrofitting these visuals into the context of this song. I'm assuming like this probably spoke to Tyler when he first saw it like 14 years ago or 10 years ago, or even if it was last year. So it meant a lot to him to be able to like work it into Drag Path. But yeah, you saying bye?
Yep. Goodbye.
Okay. Love you.
This is kind of your last live stream of this lore.
It might be. Well, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, until they do something new. Probably maybe my last live stream for a while. But yeah. All right. Love you. That's kind of sad. I didn't even think about that. I actually thought about that during the City Walls live stream and then didn't acknowledge that at all. And this is kind of like a bonus live stream until whatever they do next. What do you think of why do you think the beginning had City Walls? I think it is to call attention to like the lore and basically saying like it's another little thing they can do to point to the fact that this could fit into like the broader lore, if not like the story of Clancy and the Torchbearer, more of like the story of the band, if that makes sense. That doesn't really make sense actually, but yeah, I know, yeah, sobbing, yeah. In Trees, the lyric "I can feel your breath" is similar to this vid, and maybe trees. That's a whole nother thing. Like Silent in the Trees, which yeah, like I always in picture when I hear trees and hear the song, like God is hiding in the trees, which is basically like I guess like an extension of like out of reach, right? Like God is out of reach, like in the heavens. And yeah, that is definitely like a cool connection to point out. Like there are trees, God is above the trees, he reaches down, finally finding Tyler and proving his existence. I was first to remix Drag Path, not kidding. I'll have to listen to that. Wait, maybe Drag Path lore wise came right after City Walls, then Intentions. Tyler stated that the answers to the song are in the song Whoa, Cordova by Paul Belasco, which makes a lot of sense, especially the first minute of the song. Search it up. It's Cordova by Paul Belasco. Huh. Okay. We're going on this rabbit trail, this bunny hole. Let's see what happens. Cordova, Paul Belasco? Is that it? This has 32 views. Is this what we're talking about? Are there lyrics? Tyler said that this is where he gets his inspiration? Huh? Yeah, the jumpsuit logo, and so there's a lot of just like references for sure. The video's from a student project from 15 years ago. Yeah, we talked about that. Any thoughts on why they'd have the robot voices font? No, I do not. Shameless plug. Okay, yeah, I'm like, bro, 9 subs, 32 views. We outie. But yeah, that was Drag Path. I definitely feel like now that I'm sitting with it, like it a lot. But now it's going to just be so weird because when I search Drag Path on Spotify, like I'm assuming the Spotify canvas is going to be like the music video of the bunnies. Yes. So like now this will forever be tied to 21 Pilots. Like these visuals, anytime someone listens to Drag Path, they're like, oh my gosh, I love that song Drag Path on TikTok. I want to listen to it. They're going to have these bunny visuals. It's just like such an interesting representation of the band. If someone is like coming into it for the very first time listening to Drag Path and they're like, hey, what are these bunny visuals about? Pretty crazy. The Glorious Gone reference. Oh, Paul Belasco, bro, you're the one submitting the song. Get out of here. No, I'll listen to it. I will actually. Just not on stream. Where's the Glorious Gone reference? I want to see this. Is it just me, or was I extremely underwhelmed with this version? The digital remains version is so much better. Yeah, I mean, they kind of did what I thought they would do, which is like the the hype or the chlorine radio edit where they shorten it quite a bit. And ultimately, like, it lacks a lot of the nuance that the original version has. Like, I love how the song like has room to breathe. The original version where there's just like some spaces where there's not singing explicitly, but yeah, this version kind of shortened all of that to make it as condensed as possible. I mean, like, looking on Spotify, Drag Path is 3 minutes and 44 seconds. So they chopped off like a minute and 10 seconds ish. And I feel like that extra minute, although it might not do well like on the radio, um, is what brings the song. It kind of reminds me of like why I like the earlier 21 Pilots stuff, where I like their longer songs that do have that room for like ambiance. It makes it feel like grander and greater and more epic by proportion, or have an epic proportion. And so I do like the original version more for sure. And I probably won't like listen to this version when I have the option between the two. But I mean, this version will probably bring a lot of people into the click. They're probably going to be like I said earlier, like they want to listen to that Spotify song or that TikTok song that they heard trending, and they're like, here it is, this is it. And they probably won't know that there's another version out there. So yeah. It's exactly a minute and 20 seconds shorter. Yeah. Guess Tyler likes stop motion, as this is super similar to Christmas Saves the Year. Yeah, big time. Oh, I see. Nico kills them, making them glorious gone. I see. That's kind of sick. Magicians sometimes say, and for my final trick, I will pull a rabbit out. Oh yeah, pull a rabbit out of a hat. Isn't that like? Don't they say that in like self-titled somewhere? No, I'm thinking of something else. I hope they play the original live. Yeah, I can't see a world where they will play the radio edit live. In fact, I saw someone talking about potentially them ending their shows moving forward with Drag Path. And honestly, low key, kind of down. Like, actually high key, kind of down. I think Trees, phenomenal track. But maybe just for these tours and festivals, maybe this is blasphemy, but like, we give Drag Path a shot as the closer. I feel like that would be insane. Sign me up. At least try it out. You can always bring back Trees, but maybe for like festivals, play Drag Path as a closer. Kind of sick. That's all I'm saying. What do you guys think? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I prefer Drag Path. Hot take. I prefer Drag Path. Trees is amazing, 100%. It's great live, but Drag Path is one I like. Could be recency bias too, but like I consistently return to Drag Path much more than I do Trees. But again, yeah, that's definitely recency biased. It's a full cycle for Tyler. What about Trapdoor, my guy? The original release finishes saying, "Can you find me?" The digital version finishes, "You found me." Dang. Yeah, Trapdoor reference. That's what it is. He did say that in Trapdoor, didn't he? Hold on. Yeah, let's pull these up. It's like hold on. Isn't it? Hold on. It's not Trick. I know what you're talking about. Do me a favor. Okay. Where am I not am I not seeing this? Watch as oh, nope. Oh yeah. Everyone gather around for the show. Watch as this man disappears as we know. Do me a favor and try to ignore as you watch him fall through a blatant trapdoor. That's what it is. Boom. So everyone gathers for a show. They're watching a man disappear. Although, I don't know if it is a specific reference because he's not disappearing. He's being revealed. Like, he's being put on display. It's not like a secret trick. It's not like the Prestige, that Christopher Nolan film. No, it's a subversion of that. It's the opposite of that. Might be related, but Trapdoor was released before this video. Wow, has it been that long? 2009? Yeah, Trapdoor came out before this. 2009. Yeah, it was like 17 years ago. Holy cow, that's disgusting. No, yeah, 2009. Yeah, is that math right? Is my mathing? Yeah, but regardless, this is definitely released before that video. This is the full cycle because Torchbearer saves him this time, unlike City Walls, and that's what I'm saying. And Torchbearer is a stand-in for God. So, yes, it's lore, but it's also not. Like, we're seeing the events of like the successful Clancy attempt happen where the Torchbearer saves him, but it's like all in this like guise of this stop motion rabbit feature. But it's like it is a point where like he is saved and he is victorious and he is removed from that situation entirely, from his anxiety and depression and fear. Like, he's completely brought into a new world and life without that existence. So that's what happens when Torchbearer helps Clancy at the end of the day. We just won't see that happen and unfold in like the context in the world of Dima that we know it. So do you think they'll ever release No Fun Intended and Regional Best? I do not, and they've said as such. They have no interest in like remaking old songs, and I highly doubt they would like release them as is. Take me up, seal the door. I don't want to march here anymore. Yeah, that's true. What if the wolf is Ned? Doubtful. The wolf would definitely be like blurry face in this this context. If you listen to Dragpath vocals only, it's definitely Tyler doing the backing for himself, not Josh. Yeah. Were people thinking it was Josh? Oh, that's interesting. Do you think there will be a more settled closure for the lore? I do not. I think, especially with the credits and how the music video wrapped up, I think that this is how they envisioned it finishing, and they had a big send off to, the crew and the talent and the fans, and having all the logos in there, and having Intentions as like credit music. Like, that definitely felt final. It was finite. So I think that was it. Yep. That was the end of the lore as they want it to be represented. Conformity Gate? Oh no. We're not bringing it back. What if the other bunnies are the music industry and Tyler is starting to follow their ways? The wolf. Oh, interesting. Roland, what's up, bro? Welcome in. Thank you so much. Yes, and everybody go get your tickets for, wow, is that next week already? That's crazy. I'm going to be in one of the Tennessee shows. I don't remember what theater I bought them in. I think it's like I bought them at Regal. I'm pretty sure. So if you live in Tennessee and you're going to that one, yeah, we'll be at the same theater. That'll be sick. All right, everybody. I think we dissected this as much as we can. This is fun. Like, we got a little bonus music video. We got a radio edit of Dragpath finally on streaming. And it seems like people are receiving it pretty well. So that's exciting. But thanks for tuning in, hanging out for a little bit. It's been just about an hour, close to it. So thank you for joining and sticking around, chatting, hanging out. Look out for more content. I filmed a reaction to JD's album Silver. Great album. Check it out. But that will be posted soon. And then I'll probably just start posting to a second channel as well for other content that I have in the works. But I'll definitely post about it here on this YouTube channel. I'll probably keep this strictly 21 Pilots. So anytime that they do something, I will be covering it, lore related or not, for their next album, whatever that is. But yeah, love you guys. Call somebody today, whether that's a friend or a family member. You may be saving their life. This is Jake with Soul Potential, and I will see you when I see you. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys later.